Sagittarius Ascendant. In case of Sagittarius Ascendant, Saturn rules your third house, Saturn rules your second house. Therefore, Saturn rules your finance, your family, your core values. Also, it rules your initiatives, your efforts. So, it talks more about your upbringing and your reactions on the basis of your upbringing in life. How you deal with your day to day activities when you're adult on the basis of what has happened in the childhood. Because Saturn rules your third house, it also rules your courage, your initiatives, the resources that you possess. What can you do with those resources? Your ability to take decisions and face the tough times. And the same Saturn, which is in the third house, which is actually kind of good for you, is now going retrograde. Now, because third house is called house of initiatives, a retrograde Saturn will make you take a lot of initiatives during this time. Some may work, some may not, but at least you will have to do karma. Karma towards, an attempt to change your fate, an attempt to be closer to your destiny, an attempt to be closer to the God. Because third house means your expression, your non-verbal communication. Sometimes, when we talk, we use a lot of hands. That is non-verbal communication. And a retrograde Saturn will alter those communication, which may alter your image, which may go for you or against you depending upon how you change it. People who are involved in transport industry, people who are involved in, who are dubbing artists, who are involved in voice related stuff, who are involved into editing, direction, or any other subtle form of communication, indirect form of communication, will see good boost during this time. This retrograde Saturn will help you grow more and will bring new dimensions into your business that will give you a practical approach towards what you're doing. Maybe your dreams will come true. So yes, this retrograde Saturn is actually going to use you to be so that you can be a better version of you. So allow this Saturn to do what it wants to do. Don't restrict the path of Shanidev. Now this Saturn aspects 5th house where there is Rahu and Jupiter. And Rahu and Jupiter will continue till 30th of October. After which 4 days later Saturn becomes direct in your 3rd house, but Jupiter will be alone. There is no Pap Kartari on the 4th house. So when Saturn aspects the 5th house, this wants you to work on your health, especially your gut health. So eat right. 5th house is also called Mantra Bhava. So if you work on a certain mantra that is as per your horoscope, or a Guru mantra that you have received, and if you have no idea, if you simply say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or simply Om Namah Shivaya, Om Gam Ganapate Namah, simple basic mantras. A retrograde Saturn means churning of the ocean, and this is you who is doing it. Imagine someone is grinding the wheat. You are the one grinding it. Someone who is a sculptor, you are using the sand, clay to build and give structure to something. You are using your own hands. You have to be very focused. You have to have that perfection in order to create something. Which also means a retrograde Saturn in 5th will make you learn this art of perfection through repeated failures and repeated attempts. That is point 1. But for many people, this will be more like thorough learning in life through experience. There can be romantic setbacks though, because 5th house do have Rahu and now Saturn retrograde aspects there. So don't show any desperation towards the relationship, because that will backfire big time. What's the point of learning something? Although all learnings are useful, but what's the point of learning something that you can't use in life? I can understand that if you're doing it casually, that's okay. There's nothing wrong. You're utilizing your time in the right manner. But I'm addressing this to people who are using their time in a certain way, and if they deviate, it will be a loss to them. Like a businessman has to focus on the business. He can learn tennis for recreation, for health benefits. But suddenly if there's a desire that I want to leave my business and I want to become a tennis player, that is also okay as long as he's practical in his decisions. And this retrograde Saturn will make you rethink on your lot of decisions, and it will make you learn through your own mistakes. So be watchful of that. Health wise also, you will have to take great care of your food, avoid non-vegetarian food, eat healthy, eat right. And Saturn also aspects 9th house, so long distance travel, foreign trips, all that is possible. Visit Shivling. If you are in India, visit 12 Jyotirlingas. And because it is 9th house, Saturn retrograde will force you to rework on the faith that you have in life. You believe in something, you believe in yourself, all that will reshape. Remember, this is like a potter trying to reshape the clay through his own hands. There will be failures, but then there will be a time when there will be a perfect outcome of your action. Keep on working if you are working in the right direction. Extra expenses will be on the cards. People who are working for export and import, people who are working in transport industry will see good boost during this time. People who are working in packaging industry will also see good boost during this time. Machines, manufacturing, technology growth, all that will happen, considering Rahu and Jupiter is in the 5th. New business opportunities will also come, but if you are choosing to start a new business, you have to be again very practical, and you have to do a lot of groundwork before you actually launch. So don't launch an idea. First, make that idea your reality, and then execute that reality or showcase that reality to the other people. You have to be very honest to your business, because it is your Lagna Lord who will be under 3rd aspect of Saturn continuously until the point of retrogression. In fact, Saturn will aspect your Lagna Lord until May next year. So you will have to be ultra careful. Buying a new property during this time is not a great idea. This is more like the time of recovery rather than time of gaining a lot of profits. I'm not saying profits won't come. Profit will come. But then you will have to be very smart with your action, and holding on to any risky instrument, hoping it will give you return, might not work during this time. This retrograde Saturn will make you do a lot of things differently that you have never tried before, that you have never thought before. Keep working, keep doing, and you will see tremendous amount of positive change during this retrograde Saturn. And pray to Bhagwan Shanidev.